Good morning and happy Thursday. This is Anthony Special with Hawkeye Traders. Before we jump into today's session, I just want to share with you that everything I show you today is just for educational and example purposes only. Please do not take anything shared today as financial advice. Today I want to talk about currency pairs. Basically, we're going to compare the US dollar against a few currencies around the world. First up here we have the Australian dollar versus the United States dollar. The qualified long entry occurred early July. You could see in the weekly chart that we have a bunch of demand building. You could see in the monthly chart that we broke supply and there's another supply that we're approaching. Taking a look here at the British pound versus the US dollar, the long entry opportunity there was in mid to late July. That position has been stopped out at this point. You could see in the weekly chart how it traveled all the way up to 134,591, and now it is pulled back and broken through demand zone. In the monthly chart, you could see that the price has, targeted into a supply zone and is now retracing. The United States dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Guys, this is, clearly selling off. The bearish or downward short entry occurred in June, or coming right into June. That's when the sell-off occurred. It sold off, it rebounded a little bit, it consolidated, and then it finally broke down. We can see looking at the weekly chart that there was a heavy supply zone there that it shorted against, and we can see a little bit of congestion in the monthly chart here. So that this position's probably exhausted at this point. There, it is sitting in weekly and monthly demand, so it's probably ran its course. I would think it's just about going to start to turn at this point. The euro versus the US dollar. The long entry was early June or just before June. There was a great rally here. You can see in the weekly chart how it broke through quite a few supply zones. It's created a demand zone mid-screen. Also looking down here at the monthly chart, same thing. If this continues to consolidate sideways and it goes into congestion and breaks out to the long side, I would think our next target's at 122,538 to the upside. The New Zealand dollar versus the United States dollar. The long entry also similarly in the beginning of June continued to rally, congest, rally, congest. Not a super picture perfect rally here. The weekly chart showed some congestion also as it broke through and climbed its way into supply. Same thing in the monthly chart. We're fighting some confluence of supply here, so I don't know that there's too much more upside potential here. So if you're in it, you might want to consider booking some profits if you got if you're well into that position. The US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Clearly it's been selling off hard. Mid-June, the entry, the optimal entry was presented, taking a short. It sold off, it congested a little bit and then sold off hard. You could see in the weekly chart that we have, reoccurring supply zones that are continue to push the price downward to the demand zone that it just currently bounced off of a few weeks ago. On the monthly chart, we have a very large demand zone that price is penetrating at the moment, but it's been beat up pretty bad. Guys, with that, I wanted to share something with you today. When I started trading, this is a personal story, and I told people that this is what I was doing. I mean, the number of people that looked at me and kind of laughed at me and told me not to waste my time and not to waste my money and find something better to do. As insulting as it was, I let that fuel me to become the trader I am today. You know what? Let them hate, and now they look back, and most of those people are still going to a job, and most of those people are still carrying debt, and most of those people are still struggling with their day-to-day. And I'm in a very different position now than I was, in the past when those people had come to me and said, you're just wasting your time. Anything you want to do in life, let the haters hate, work harder than them, train harder than them, and be better than them. And in the end, they'll look back and go, maybe, just maybe, I shouldn't have, condemned somebody who was trying to better themselves. So I thought that was pretty important message. I wanted to share that little personal touch with you guys. How this, how this actually played a role in my life, in my trading career. Guys, I don't want you to forget, this week only, ending Friday, 25% off all Hawkeye indicators. Everything that is offered on the Hawkeye website, www.hawkeyetraders.com. 25% honor of Labor Day, in honor of us, we the people, the working people of society. We want to reward you with giving you the benefit of taking a steep discount on everything we have to offer. Guys, if you want to upgrade your package, there's a discount. If you want to add zones, there's a discount. If you want to get started, there's a discount. If you're on the edge of doing something, or you've been waiting for the opportunity, don't pass it up. Why would you pay 25% more after midnight Friday night? It's just silly. So head on over to the website, check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. Reach out to our support desk, and we'll make sure you get taken care of. And guys, with that, I just wanted to close today. Of course, there's the link below, as always. If you need, more detail on what we at Hawkeye Traders do, if you want a better, bigger picture, of more than just my short videos, click the link below. Watch the webinar. I promise you'll get a better, bigger feel for the overall picture of how volume has literally evolved to the point that it leads the market movements. So check out the link below. Visit us at HawkeyeTraders.com to save 25% until Friday night, or give us a call at 888-233-8598. Have a blessed day, enjoy yourself, and make it a profitable one. Bye-bye.